What is up, YouTube?
Hey, Prog family.
Ape Nation. All right, so we are the Great Canadian Apes. My name is James Marin.
Jim Marin.
And whoa, what an awesome day for Prog. It went down at the start, and then I think I saw it at 288 at one point.
Yep.
That was a great
Went down for
day.
like 3 minutes. And it was like, okay, boom.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna gobble these up like a polar bear on a bucket of fish.
Yes. So solid consolidation, day up 2%. We're going to be taking a look at ORAX Fintel data, including short squeeze leaderboard. Shorts remaining stable at about 10% of free float. Progendi stocks looks poised to become a big winner, says Investor Place. Taking a close look at Progendi's Technopill, patented drug delivery system, update of increased outstanding shares and free float news back from ORAX. Prog is looking good. This is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Do we look like financial advisors? Let's get into it. Okay, so Progendi, emerging biopharm companies such as Progendi can be worth billions of dollars if they have patents due to their number of patents and patent families. So, with 96 patent families, including 180 patents and more than 220 pending applications, this number would place Progendi among the highest in this 5-year study, with a worth into the multi-billions, estimated 5 to 10 billion, which is 10 to 20 times the current market cap. So if you take a look at this one over here, right?
Yeah. You take a look at this one here. They had 80 patent family members, and they sold for $9 billion. The next one over here, 60 patent families, sold for $4 billion. They've got 96 patent families.
That's insane.
I don't know if it was all this year, but my goodness, they got 220 pending ones.
Yep.
Those things are 500 pages long.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So taking a look at Progendi's super smart pill drug delivery system, that's what we call it.
We call it super smart.
Because it's smart as
You
hell.
got to see this thing.
New drugs that are safer and more effective for treating inflammatory bowel disease are needed. One solution is to develop technologies like the drug delivery system capsule that can deliver drugs at the site of the disease. This lessens the amount of drug reaching the bloodstream. Targeted delivery of therapeutics to the site of the disease intended to improve efficacy and safety. So what is efficacy, right? Because I thought it was kind of something like efficiency, pretty much. So efficacy is the healthcare sector is the capacity for beneficial change or therapeutic effect of a given intervention. For example, a drug, medical device, surgical procedure, or a public health intervention under ideal or controlled conditions.
So it's one of those things that, let's say, if Pfizer has a FDA-approved medicine, and so that's already been approved. But the problem is, if you shoot it in your arm and it's for your gut, then that's kind of a long way away, right? I mean,
that's kind of a long shot.
You got an IBS going on, and you're trying to give yourself a shot. I mean, it's kind of, anyway. You know, you can kind of get the picture. But this this smart pill can actually go
right
there.
Yep.
Right in,
perfect.
right out. It actually nestles right in there.
I'm taking a look at Crohn's and Colitis 360. This is actually very interesting. So Progendi was a recipient of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation IBD Ventures Development Grant in 2021 to support development and further clinical evaluation of the drug delivery system platform. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has great confidence in Progendi and is supporting their research through grants.
So obviously they're doing good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because it's actually, it's just like when we donate to, Cancer Society, Crohn's, Colitis Society, etc. It's, where does that money go? Mm-hmm. Well, it goes to companies that can find cures.
Yep.
Or it goes to companies that can make things better for those millions that are affected. And so this is an article, actually, the latest volume from Crohn's and Colitis 360. Mm-hmm. And so this is the most recent issue, and it's awesome.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at this super smart pill drug delivery system.
It's got electronics. It's got gas cells. It's got removable caps, drug reservoirs. I thought they were taking an aspirin or something like that. Oh, they put it in a pill. This thing's like a rocket. What is this type of pill?
So basically, for this line of Progendi's patents, they have invented a better way to deliver the drug to the affected area for the patient. It is like a heat-seeking missile. It will go to the affected area of the body and disperse the medicine. For this line of their business, Progendi does not need to create the medicine or have the medicine approved. They work with existing biopharma companies who have already received FDA approval. Their novel drug delivery system allows the medicine to go more directly to the affected areas.
So it goes right to the directly affected area because it's gastro, right?
Yeah.
You swallowed it, it's in your gut. And
This is some Back to the Future shit, isn't it?
Look at this thing. So it's like, whoa, it's like oozing out. Boom!
Boom!
Pops off.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what the stock's gonna do eventually.
rocket.
It's gonna be boom! Right to the moon.
That's it. And then all the medicine goes right to the affected area.
Yeah.
And so it's the same medicine that the Pfizers and AbbVies, et cetera, have, but it's time released and it goes right to the affected area.
Yep.
To give it the medicine right there. Not in your arm. Mm-hmm. Goes right to it. And so where are we at in the developmental stage? Well, we're looking at the green ones today. And so this is already past the discovery, past the preclinical, and into the early clinical and late clinical, the stage 3 and 4s. That's getting close.
That's getting really close.
That's getting close.
Yep.
For this longer term hold, worth billions. I love it. And it's going to help a ton of people.
Yeah.
And what a rocket ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So usually, James, you're wearing your FUD blockers.
Yeah.
Because you know that this is a good company.
Yeah.
And if they're pulling out crap because you're shit at elves and all that, the news out there to be crap, and so you got a pretty good handle with the FUD blockers.
Yeah.
But today
we can take them off.
And today you take those babies off. Take a look at this one.
Right from Investor Place, Progendi stock looks poised to become a big winner.
They go through the oral biotherapeutic delivery system.
Okay, so a test for preeclampsia. So by quickly determining that many women do not have preeclampsia, Preecludia can save healthcare providers a great deal of money and time, making it potentially quite valuable.
Positive signs.
Regarding a study of Preecludia that has been completed but whose results have not yet been published, the CFO said, our Preecludia test achieved the primary hazard ratio endpoint of the study protocol and demonstrated strong performance. That statement makes me very confident that the test works well.
Yeah, and that's going to be coming up in a future article, apparently in early, Q1 2022. So the bottom line on Prog stock is if it falls under 180, then bulk up. But
Progendi's OBDS looks poised to become very valuable for healthcare providers, drug makers, and patients. Its Preecludia test appears to be well positioned to save healthcare providers a great deal of money and patients a large amount of time. Meanwhile, there are strong signs that both OBDS and Preecludia work well. Given these points, Progendi appears set to report very strong financial results in several years. What's more, the market capitalization of Prog stock, which is around $385 million, is quite reasonable in light of the company's tremendous potential. Reasonable, I'd say undervalued as hell.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not financial advice. Future price targets, not financial advice. This is straight from CNN Business. Price target will stay above the $2 level, even through dips. Short term, $2.70 to $4 until major announcements of products going into the market or partnership, merger and acquisition. Longer term, $8 to $30. Once products, example, Preecludia, go to the market and or partnership.
And with that delivery system,
Yeah.
they don't have to be tied to one company.
Yep.
If Pfizer has this certain medicine already through the FDA approval for that certain product, and AbbVie has this one, and Johnson & Johnson has this one, and Eli Lilly has this is just a method.
Yeah.
This is like a rocket ship.
Yeah.
They look so cool. And just a bit of a last word on these price targets is when we think that the stock right now is like $2, $2.70, $2.80, right? It was $2.13 yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Then when it's $8, that's 4 times.
Yep.
That's 400%. $30, that might not sound like a lot, but that's 15x. That's 10 to 15x. That's sweet, right? That's why I'm loading up. Taking a look at today's price action. So earlier today, Wednesday, December 8th, in the pre-market, we were trading fairly flat, right around the 270 level. And to take a look back over here, it was relatively flat from close yesterday up until open this morning, right about 270. It went up and down about 10 cents. It opened at 266. And what happened right away is we did have, within the first couple minutes, this 10-cent drop. But the apes,
We ate it up.
including the Canadian apes, it was like a polar bear in a bucket of fish. We
yeah.
just said, yeah, we want that, right? So it just steadily went up. Now, what was interesting at this point as well, though, is that the SPY did the exact same thing. When we take a look at what happened to the SPY, right at that moment, we're right in that 5 minutes. I don't know exactly what news came out, but it did come out with a couple big red candles that went up. Same thing with the NASDAQ. Here we have the NASDAQ right beside Prog. And for the first 5 minutes, right here, it went right down. And then it bounced back up again. Here for our Prog, we had the first 5 minutes, went down, went right back up again. But it's interesting how Prog absolutely follows the path of your major NASDAQ SPY. By about 10 o'clock, so once the open kind of settled down, we settled in and we did go through this previous level of resistance, which is our 270, and that became support for us for the majority of the day. Here we have the 270 level. We weren't able to break through the 287, which is our current level of resistance. So we do see us just bouncing back and forth in between there. And take a look at the RSI. The relative strength index oversold right in the morning, but it was a channel. It was a day of consolidation. It was a nice day of consolidation. Not oversold, not undersold, and so it's looking pretty good here at 275. Just kind of waiting.
Yeah,
the rocket is just
fueling,
being, right? We're just
being
fueling.
fueled.
We're getting our nice seats happening, right? We're just we got the leather seats maybe starting out, right? And we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the pilot to start to get this rocket ship off.
Yep.
So if we notice that right at about 10:20 a.m. on the minute chart, the 50-day crossed the 200-day, and after that, then it went up, it shot through that level of resistance of 270, and it stayed above for the rest of the day.
The final price was 279, and currently right now it's 443 in aftermarket, and it is trading
443?
It's 443.
Oh, at 443.
Yeah. And it is trading at...
I thought you said it was $4.
I wish. Yeah. We should keep that in. And right now it is 443.
Should have bought more.
And currently it is trading at 278.
Alrighty. It did reach high of the day at 286, and we're looking good. I think the shorts, you got to be ready for the shorts.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for them. At any time, if they want to, drop the price, I think they can.
Yep.
With their manipulation.
For sure.
Because the volume today was only 18 million. It was nothing. And so I think with 18 million, everybody's kind of settling in.
Yep.
People with shares, we've got our shares. Yeah, we're buying more at this time. I believe the Ethereums are settled with the fact that they got their shares at a lower price. Now they're trying to sell the company.
Yep.
And make their big gains with that. I think the Citadels and all them, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to touch this one much anymore. Like really, to be able to take this $2 down to $1. We're getting good articles in the news about the prospectus of the company. They've got 96 patent groups. They're talking to all kinds of major pharmas. I don't know if they really want to short this thing down, which just helps the short-term action of this price. Maybe not lead to a squeeze, but at least it's not going to be manipulated as much. And then when the merger and acquisition or partnership news, or if they stay on their own and they just start selling their products in partnerships, then we're going to see the tendies roll in.
So in the European meat markets?
In the meat markets in Germany, you know what? Like schnitzel, man. I love that stuff. And it's like sauerkraut and all that. It's like I wish I was at the German market.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The old country inn over here.
Yep.
Yeah, we get the family platters anyway. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Frankfurt, Germany, up 3.29%, open at 266 euros, high of 283, low of 255, and closed at 282, which is 320 USD.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Right? 320.
Yeah.
Europe, you're doing awesome. And thanks for watching. Take a quick look here at ORAX. So for today's changes, the short interest change did go down by 2%. based on 2 days ago. The return shares was 2.17. Board shares was 1.62. The utilization is currently at 99.85. The cost of borrow is in around 50%. Days to cover, 0.33, so they can go in and out if they want to fairly easily. Shares on loan, still 26 million. Percent of free float on loan, 25%. The estimated short interest is 11.35. Take a look at Fintel. The momentum on this is ridiculous, 96.49, score out of 100. The officer accumulation, 92.17, insider accumulation, 82. That is way up.
Yeah.
And since I think something's happening.
I think something is
Pfizer
happening.
apparently has a press conference on December 17th. I'm not saying that they're going to say, but Pfizer had a negative information because there's side effects for some of their drugs from the FDA this past week, so they have to put more on the side of theirs. And who knows? Maybe they're going to start publicly saying that they're working with Progenity, as if this delivery system can make that happen better for Pfizer. It'll be better for their business as well. Take a look at the short interest. 16.8 million shares have been shorted, 0.46 days to cover, 16% of the short interest float, 8.4 million shares traded on the Citadel dark pool short volume because they want to hide it. Look at that, 55% dark pool short volume ratio. 84.02 is a short squeeze score, down to 54, but it's still there in the leaderboard.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of short shares availability.
Yeah. 1.3 million. So there's all kinds to short. I don't think they're wanting to short it anymore. I don't know.
I don't know.
Always watch it. But I don't think they want. It's at 38% interest. I wanted to give you guys a update on the outstanding shares and free float numbers. So contacted. I got this back from ORAX support. I'll just read it. Dear Jim, thank you for your email. The figures for shares outstanding are derived from SEC filings, which unfortunately do not always tell the whole picture, but they are the only verifiable source for this data. On November 10th, Prog filed their quarterly filing, which stated explicitly that as of November 4th, the registrant had 163 million in common stock in their outstanding. Subsequently, on November 22nd, they published the prospectus, which said that common stock to be outstanding after this offering could be up to 197 million shares. And that assumed the 18 million shares being sold at $4.89.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We are the Great Canadian Apes. Prog is looking good, baby.
Yes.
And not financial advice. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share on Twitter, on the Reddits, wherever you share stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Peace.
Yeah.